but I'm not going to be suing anyone. I love this machine. It's getting there. Morning, Holly. There we are, we coming. Good morning, just fed the cows up here behind this wire. Some have gone to the wrong side of it, but I'm not too sure it's doing too much. Nothing at all. And it should be on. Something's not right with the electric fence, so I'm just having a spin around the edge of the field, checking for any shorts anywhere. Just come across 2 holes. I think that's been the cattle. That's a good hole for a cattle beast. That might explain a bit more. Cattle have obviously been pushing down here, so I need to come back and fix this. But as for the short, I've still not found anything. It's not been as sunny recently, so I don't know whether the fact that it's a solar electric fence is having an effect, where it's just not got enough charge, but I wouldn't think so. Ugh, I'll just go and touch the fence. Nothing at all. Bit confused. I know what it'll be. It'll be the race we set up. There'll be a gate or a wire leaning against the top wire. That's what it'll be. There you go. That gate's leaning against that there, so I can use my boot and pull it away. Oh yeah. Right, it's working now. We're back in action. It must have been like that for a few days because they kept wiping out this fence and I wasn't sure why, but obviously the electric wasn't working, so hopefully now when we put their snout on that wire there, they'll be shock. I love this machine. Stop number 2 of the morning. Feed up these cows, see how the calves are doing. Twins are doing fine anyway, just these 2 calves. They're not long born. They look like they're doing fine anyway, charging about. All doing fine, so that's calving's finished as of about a week now. We ended up with 42 calves from 39 cows. Pretty happy with that. We had two sets of twins where one half of the twin was dead. We only ended up with a single, which wasn't too bad. It's still not great to see. I'd rather those two twins alive. But these things happen. Learned quite a lot from what happened in those 2 scenarios, so we're getting there. But we ended up with, what was it, 108% or something. I don't know what an average is or what is decent, but I think that's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that anyway. Tyre that was getting repaired on the old tractor, it's back now and ready to go, so we're going to take the rim off again, off the tractor and get it into Marconicki's. We've had a chemical delivery, so we're just sorting out all what we're doing with it. We did actually order quite a bit for next season because we think the prices are going to go up. Just doing a bit of organising and putting the stuff that we're needing sooner for next season at the front of the container, and putting the other stuff that we're not needing for a while at the back, and just organising it and making it all neat and tidy. Concrete that was going to be poured today, that's been cancelled because the weather's pretty iffy, so it's a week today it's rebooked for. Right, we're loaded up with that. Go and drop it off and they can chuck the original back on it. Another belter of a tune by Pure Radio. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be. Tractor tyre dropped off. I've actually just left the trailer there, so they're going to put the other one back on it, and then obviously I've got 2 tyres and the rim to pick up when I come back in. That'll be done by this afternoon. Dad's been picking up baler wrap and tines for the power harrow. So just gonna put these on here. Right, there we go, lefts and rights, tines for the power harrow. Still need to order some bits for the ploughs. We've got some here, a bit more here, and then some more here. And we're just making up a list, so we've got basically a full spare of everything. Normally we'd like to have a full kind of every part in stock anyway on the ploughs, because it's handy, change quick, don't need to wait on bits coming. But also at the moment apparently there's a bit of a time delay on getting metal parts like that. Make sure we order it now and it'll be in stock, good to go. There's a conveyor for the grain dryer. There you go. Smashing. So guys, at Harvest Engineering will be fitting that possibly today or tomorrow. Right, on a mission, need a tin of this paint, need to go and get keys cut, these two, need to pick up the 2 tyres and rim, need to pick up 2 number plates for trailers for this machine. There's a dog. Oh sorry dog, I've left you in there all day. You okay? Stop number 1. Stop number 1, HIS, Highland Industrial Supplies. I was looking for a set of impact bits, 24mm plus, but they don't have a set. Off to the next stop. Stop number 2. There we go, stop number 2, we got our plates. Number 3, see if I can get more impact bits. Stop number 3, no sockets. Stop number 2, mechanic case. So that's the tyres picked up, I'll get them home. Actually, I'll just get that on. Obviously I'm filming this number plate thing, this is months ago when the Fendt's just arrived. Combine on the move. Anyway, I'm just going into paint shop. The combine holding up the traffic, you love to see it. Paint secured, 40 quid that was, unbelievable. Stop number 5 or 6, 5, I can't remember. Keys need cut. Keys secured. The keys, we provide a bit of accommodation for some shop staff, so the keys were for that because we're missing a few sets and we've had some people leave and new people arrive, so just making sure we've got enough sets for all of that. Enjoying the trip, Doug? Yes, the song! That's what we're needing. 4 metre drill would free up so much time. Don't know if any of our tractors would lift that. Probably not, especially not on a full seed box. It's just identical to what we've got, but another metre wider. That drill, if anyone knows, what size of tractor do you need to lift that? Spare can go back into the spares department. Right, there we go, tyre back on, good to go, good to be traded in. Brand new tyres on a traded in tractor. Flipping heck. Concrete pad is getting poured here. There's 3 sections and depending on the weather on the day, they'll pick which section to do, because if it's really sunny and bright and warm, they don't really want to be laying concrete when it's really hot. It goes off quicker, doesn't give you enough time to polish it as it sets. So to be able to use the shed as a blockade to do that patch first before that patch. But if it's overcast, you can do any patch basically. I'm hoping for a sunny day, so they do the door first because it's going to be a week till it gets done. That's going to take us till 3rd of July. We're going to be cutting barley end of July. We're going to be needing in that shed before we're going to be allowed in the shed. Kev's away to put the baler on. He's been dealing with that and greasing it up, and he's needing to get the back door open. He's getting all that ready to go. He's away on holiday and we're cutting silage on the 15th-ish of July because it's in a greening zone and that's when you're allowed to get to it. So he's just getting the baler ready for that. This should be empty today, this bin, I think. Get the lid shut as well because generally speaking we're overweight, so the rain that's pouring right now will be costing us money. Kev's not got too much left to do on that, I don't think. Getting there, I'm just shifting that lot of chemical round into the store, just sorting it all out. We're getting there. Typical, we forward ordered for next year a decent bit. Quite a bit of that was Univoc, which is the chemical which is causing issues with sprayers, eating them up, chewing them up. So we've got that to use next year, so we definitely won't be getting a new sprayer for that season because we don't want to be putting Univoc through a brand new sprayer. We're getting on fine with the Univoc. We're just making sure hardly any idle time where we're not spraying. Get the tank full, get it sprayed, get it washed as quick as possible. Keep the water volume quite high so it's diluted well. Yeah, we're just keeping on top of it and being careful when we're using that chemical. And so far, touch wood, no serious issues. Maybe a couple of diaphragms on the check valves that are starting to drip a touch, so maybe that's due to Univoc. Back in here, you can tell by the colour of my hands, I've been painting. Oh, I hate painting. Anyway, just finished off around seams and edges like that. This whole face still needs painted. Need to fold it open a wee bit and paint that. Been doing creases in between there. Oh, painting drives me up the wall. This is a new display freezer for the farm shop. That's just arrived, but we've figured out actually that this wee machine fits in the shop. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because normally shifting freezers and whatnot and about, we're lugging it about and moving it up and down the shop, but in with the new one, out with the old one, takes 2 minutes, perfect. It's getting there. Dad's just varnished the front of this. I painted around that lip as well, and a few other bits I've still got up there, you can see there, this door to do. Anyway, cheers for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Also, by the way, the Fendt that I was talking about yesterday on why it's late, all the brands are the same, all kit's the same, everything's coming late, not just Fendt specific. Someone was telling us to go and cancel the order and sue them. Went with Fendt because we like the tractor, hopefully it'll arrive. It's going to arrive when it comes. It is frustrating, but it's across the world, there's issues right now. Delivery times are a nightmare with everything you buy, so everyone's in the same boat. It's not Fendt's fault, it's not our fault, it's not the dealer's fault. It'll come when it comes, just have to be a bit patient. I was just explaining why it's late, but I'm not going to be suing anyone.